State Championship for short course 11 to 14 age groups, hosted by North Suburban. We have prelims today in the 200 fly, 250 back, 100 free, and 200 breaststroke. And we have time finals in the 200 medley relay and 200 freestyle relay. We will swim our early heats in those relays this morning. The fastest 2 heats will swim tonight with the finals. And we are about 30 seconds away from our opening event, event 57, girls 11 and 12, 200-yard medley relay. How about a big round of applause for our North Suburban volunteers, our timers, and all the folks that made this meet run so well. Thank you, North Suburban. And it is 9:45. We are ready for girls 11 and 12 200 medley relay. Heat 1. In lane 3 is High Tides A with Molly, Kendall, Bailey, and London. Lane 4, Red Wing A with Kinsey, Hazel, Vivi, and Ainsley. Lane 5, Central Minnesota A with Emma, Liliana, Olivia, and Felicity. And Central Minnesota, Olivia Willenbring with a terrific 50 fly time. And Central Minnesota, 224.7. Heat 2, time final. In lane 2, we have Northfield A with Graceland, Sloan, Anita, and Laurel. Lane 3, Monticello A with Mia, Madison, Harper, and Jersey. Lane 4, Tuna A with Grace, Janie, Veda, and Ileana. Lane 5, Great Wolf B with Ellery, Allie, Taylor, and Emma. Lane 6, Wright County A with Hadley, Estelle, Paige, and Madonna. Lane 7 is Granite City A with Dana, Harper, Emerson, and Elsie. And Estelle Bergs, 32.99. Sweet breaststroke leg for Estelle in lane 6 for Wright County. Great Wolf and Monticello dueling here. Monticello's anchor is Jersey. Great Wolf anchor is Emma. And even with the extra stroke, Monticello under 210, 209.84. Heat 3. Lane 1 is Sims B with Emma, Elena, Aubrey, and Shiwan. Lane 2, West Express A with Riley, Emmy, Eliana, and Cora. In lane 3, Sea Devils A with Natalie, Lauren, Anna, and Riley. Lane 4, Hurricanes A with Avery, Chloe, Layla, and Caroline. Lane 5, Mako A with Quinn, Dana, Lila, and Ellie. Lane 6 is North Suburban A with Elizabeth, Bellamy, Harper, and Dorianne. Lane 7, Riptide B with Mila, Jessica, Aria, and Ruby. Lane 8, Rochester B with Hadley, Lyric, Addie, and Corinna. And a yachter from Sea Devils Swimming Butterfly, 29-8. And Riley Sumstead anchoring for the Sea Devils. Remember, this is time final. Relay teams can score from any heat. And Sea Devils 206.36. And heats 4 and 5 will swim with the finals tonight. So we move on to event 58, the boys 11 and 12, 200-yard medley relay. Heat 1. These are all A teams swimming in Heat 1. We have in Lane 1, the Minnesota Flyers with Kaz, Elijah, Neil, and Eric. Lane 2, Granite City with Caleb, Charlie, John, and Easton. Lane 3, we have Red Wing with Jackson, Norris, Chase, and Charles. Lane 4, Barracuda with Luke, Calvin, Caden, and Eli. Lane 5, High Tides with Walker, Bennett, Cameron, and Jacob. Lane 6, River Falls with Wes, Ben, Connor, and Ryan. Lane 7, Velocity Aquatics with Joey, Jacob, Logan, and Tristan. And Red Wing with a big lead as they drop anchor with Charles Benson. Red Wing posts at 2:16.9. Heat 2. In lane 1, Great Wolf A with Mason, Ben, Nicholas, and Rowan. Lane 2, Fox Jets B with Riley, Eli, Reagan, and Leo. Lane 3, West Express B with Camden, Adam, Flynn, and Crosby. Lane 4, South Metro Storm A with Sam, Jace, Rylan, and Kellen. Lane 5, Tuna B with Sam, AJ, Ian, and Lucas. Lane 6, Central Minnesota A with Joliffe, Beckett, Miles, and George. Lane 7, St. Croix B with Jimmy, Josh, Connor, and William. In lane 8, Hastings A with Brady, George, Jackson, and Hank. South Metro and Tuna tight. Swimming butterfly in lane 7 for St. Croix. Our para-champion Connor Miller. And Storm drops anchor with Kellen Savvy. And Kellen brings the Storm home. Nice 2:06.43. And again, heats 3 and 4 will swim with the finals tonight. So we move on to event 59, the girls 13-14, 200-yard medley relay. Heat 1. In lane 2, Hastings A with Lily, Jenna, Grace, and Evelyn. Lane 3, Great Wolf B with Anna, Brooke, Felicity, and Brooklyn. Lane 4, Men's Flyers A with Delcy, Evie, Sophie, and Hannah. Lane 5, Black Line A with Mia, Laurel, Isla, and Sophia. Lane 6, Central Minnesota A with Zoe, Caitlin, Elle, and Claire. Black line drops anchor with Sophia Malkin. Here comes Claire Kilgard of Central Minnesota. Claire just flying. 24-39 split for Claire, giving Central Minnesota a 2:02.69. E2. In lane 1, we have Mako A with Sophie, AJ, Bella, and Emma. Lane 2 is Fox Jets A with Lottie, Sophie, Eva, and Sabrina. Lane 3, Hurricanes B with Nora, Josie, Brecklin, and Aileen. Lane 4, Edina B with Nora, Eliana, Amelia, and Liz. Lane 5, South Metro Storm B with Maggie, Bella, Riley, and Jillian. Lane 6, Aquajets B with Madison, Isabel, Addie, and Aylin. Lane 7, the Sea Devils A, Callie, Cora, Harper, and Gabby. And lane 8, Monticello A with Morgan, Kendall, Danny, and Clara. Nice race here between Storm in 5. This is Riley. And Aquajets in 6. This is Addie. Also swimming well, Brecklin for the Hurricanes. I'm sorry, that is Amelia for Edina. And Aquajets, Aylin pulling ahead, but it's close. At the flags, it's Aquajets, and they post a 158.45. Once again, heats 3 and 4 will swim with the finals tonight. And we move on to event number 60, the boys 13-14, 200-yard medley relay. Heat 1. In lane 1, Finn Flyers A with Asher, Liam, Soren, and Max. Lane 2 is Tuna A with Jack, Aiden, Brooks, and Zane. Lane 3, Riptide B with Owen, Philip, Charming, and Nikita. Lane 4, Hurricanes A with Hudson, Luca, Max, and Cohen. Lane 5, Storm B with Indigo, CJ, Wyatt, and Carter. Lane 6, Fox Jets A with Garrett, Brent, Cooper, and Alex. Lane 7, Sea Devils A with Bradley, Everett, Brody, and Diedrich. Lane 8, Monticello A with Carter, Logan, Parker, and Matthew. Terrific 28-8 for Luca in the breaststroke leg. He hands off to Max Coxon. Hurricanes have down-seeded, so they will swim this morning and not tonight. One of the reasons for the big lead. Their seed at 148.95. And they beat that seed time by a few tenths. Look at the split, freestyle split for Diedrich Walasek in lane 7. 21.5 for Diedrich. He's having himself a meet and a half. And remember, heats 2 and 3 will swim with the finals tonight. Right now, we have a scheduled 5-minute break to allow any of the swimmers in the medley relay to recover a little bit before swimming the 200 fly. I'll take a moment here to present to you some young people's music. All right, timers to your places. It is 10:15. And we are ready for our next event, also a time final event. Event 61, the girls 11 and 12, 200-yard butterfly. We have 5 heats, 4 of which will swim this morning, and Heat 5 will swim with the finals tonight. Heat 1. In lane 3, Kinsey Jacobson. In 4, Micah Warren. And in lane 5, Ruby Dolan. And I'm guessing this might be Mika rather than Micah. Maybe a coach from Lifetime can stop by and help me get it right. .34.3. That's pretty aggressive. For a 200 fly, that first 50 is about as dangerous as gas station sushi. And Mika doing a nice job keeping her stroke rate up. Not quite as much distance per stroke as before, but turnover rate pretty good. And a nice 238.4 for Mika. That's a 10-second drop. Heat 2. In lane 1, Fiona Haney. Lane 2, Amelia Scott. Lane 3, Taylor Higgins. Lane 4, Liv Kirkvold. Lane 5, Mila Agaliu. 6, Anita Matsura. And 7, Olivia Alanen. Or Alanen. And Liv on their way to about a 2:36 or 7. And a nice last 50 is Liv a 2:34 and a half. E3. In lane 1, Layla Ripperger. Lane 2, Ari Zach. Lane 3, Greta Peterson. Lane 4, Elizabeth McDaniel. In lane 5, Dalen Smith. Lane 6, Scarlett Rosen. Lane 7 is Genevieve McLaughlin. And lane 8, Abigail Kimber. And Ari leading in lane 2, getting a little tired. We got a nice one, nice last 50 cooking over in lane 5 with Dalen. And a 2:35.3 for Dalen. Heat 4. In lane 1, Vivian Peters. Lane 2, Ruby Roach. Lane 3, Kate Mechdel. In 4 is Lizzie Farley. Lane 5, Megan Homme. Lane 6, Willa Mosier. 7, Addie Taylor. And lane 8, Avery Bullman. .50 to go for Kate. And a nice 2:25 flat for Kate. 12-second drop, nice swim. Also under 2:30, Willa Mosier. And Heat 5 will swim at the finals tonight. So we move on to event 62, the boys 11 and 12, 200-yard butterfly, time final. We have 2 heats. Heat 1. Lane 2, Jackson Pulaski. Lane 2, Samuel Ritt. Lane 4. Let's start over. Lane 2 is Jackson. Lane 3, Samuel. Lane 4, Matthew Duanmu. Lane 5, Crosby Simonson. In 6, Kip Riolo. Lane 7, Adam Ayuche. And lane 8, Elliot Loesch. And once again, in this age group, our top seeded heat swims with the finals. And this is time final. So all swimmers, regardless of heat, can score. Crosby with that distinctive yellow Sea Devils cap. Hanging in there. He's just got 30 yards to go. And 2:28.1 for Crosby. Nice swim. And once again, Heat 2 will swim at the finals tonight, so we will move on to event 63, the girls 13-14, 200-yard butterfly prelims. He won. Lane 3, Emily Schussler. Lane 4, Anna Milsell. And lane 5, Lily Peterson. And a nice 2:21 for Lily. All three swimmers in this heat coming in with long course seed times. Now heat 2. In lane 1 is Ada Ekholm. Lane 2, Charlotte McIntyre. Lane 3, Lottie Smith. In 4, Chandler Offerman. Lane 5, Sabine Keister. Lane 6, Jaya Larson. And lane 8, Aria Armstrong. These next 3 heats are circle seeded, meaning we've got our top seeds leading each heat. Chandler, the number 3 seed, coming in. She and Sabina from St. Croix next door in lane 5 have both got zone cut times. And things are tightening up here a little bit with a 50 to go. Only a half a second apart. We'll find out who can keep their hips up and their head down. And Sabina, 2:10.26. Her best time of the year. And looks like Chandler and Sabina will comfortably punch their ticket to the A final. Heat 3. In lane 1, Rebecca Vasek. Lane 2, Olivia Van Gilder. In 3, Bella Johnson. Lane 4, Molly Mahoney. Molly is our number 2 seed in this event. In lane 5, Alice Gaffke. Lane 6, Haley Brockman. Lane 7, Ella Fleming. And lane 8, Delia Wagstaff. .75 to go. It's Molly in lane 4, Alice in lane 5. We'll get the scoreboard to catch up here in just a second. Bella turning 3rd in lane 3. And lane 7, Ella from Medina having a nice swim. And the times are accurate. And the names on the board now correct. Showing Molly and Alice with a couple of nice swims. Now heat 4. In lane 1, Savannah Kirchhoff. Lane 2, Kara Gorzek. Lane 3, Soph Berg. Lane 5, our top seed, Maren Heitzman. Lane 5, Vivian Schott. In 6, Ruby Call. Lane 7, Sophie Fritz. And lane 8, Addie Dawkin. Maren Heitzman, 13-year-old, swimming at the bottom of the age group, and yet she is one of the really solid swimmers in her age group right now. State record is 156.57 by our world record holder, Regan Smith. Zone cut is at 214, which Maren already has, plus the two girls either side. Soph in 3, Vivian in 5, zone cuts there. And Maren comfortably in with a 2:05.9, Vivian 2:11, and Soph with the 2:18. Our next event, the boys 13-14, 2 fly. We're now to the boys 13-14, 200 fly, heat 1. In lane 2, Nicholas Trujillo, Minnetonka. Lane 3, Nico Gotti of Edina. Lane 4, Brian Lynn of Sems. Lane 5, Jacob Pulaski. Lane 6, Max Mosier. and lane 7, Roy Hipsher. Roy brings a long course seed time in of 2:44, as does Nicholas, but Roy must be an old time as he's cooking, a little outside cooking in lane 7. Here are the qualifiers for the girls 13-14 200 fly. Second alternate is Ada Ekholm. First alternate, Olivia Van Gilder. Into the B final, 16, Haley Brockman. 15, Sophie Fritz. 14, Lottie Smith. 13, Ella Fleming. 12, Lily Peterson. 11, Ruby Call. 10, Savannah Kirchhoff. And 9, Jaya Larson. Into the A final. In 8th, Bella Johnson. 7, Soph Berg. 6, Vivian Schott. 5th, Chandler Offerman. 4, Sabina Keister. 3rd, Alice Gaffke. 2nd, Molly Mahoney. And our top qualifier at 2:09.95, Maren Heitzman. The time is 10:47. This event will close at 11:17. Heat 2. In lane 1 is Owen Smith. Lane 2, Lucas Schoenberger. Lane 3, Dan March. Lane 4, Micah Lazarus. Lane 4, Miles Shelley. 6, Lucan Stay. Lane 7, Wyatt Anderson. And lane 8, Tyler Krakauer. And a 50 to go for Dan March in lane 3. He's working on a good one here. It's going to be a big drop. And Dan gets it home, 2:09.19. Heat 3. first of our circle of seeded heats. Lane 1, Logan Wolf. Lane 2, Reese Bebo. Lane 3, Kai Mehta. In lane 4 is the number 3 seed. Comes in with a zone cut, Alvin Yang. Lane 5, Isaiah Jacob. Lane 6, Lucas Wang. Lane 7, Oliver Fauci. And lane 8, Blake Espeseth. Zone cut 2:03.19. Pair of 57s for Alvin and Isaiah, with Kai also out under a minute. Alvin's best this year, 2:01.5. Depending on how hard he wants to go, he could be under 2 minutes. We may see that tonight. I don't think we're going to see it this morning. (2:00.42). A best time. 2:02.92. Zone cut for Kai Mehta. Congratulations. Also a zone cut. I'm sorry, my bad. Just missing the zone cut is Isaiah. He'll get it tonight. Heat 4. Lane 1, Lucas Ma, Aquajets. Lane 2, Cooper Stout of Foxjets. Lane 3, Lucian Espinosa. Lane 4, Zhaowen Xue. Lane 5, Zach Moore. Lane 6, Ben Barker. 7, Luke Mitchell. And 8, Henrik Peterson. Lane 4, Zhaowen is our number 2 seed. He has gone a 1:54.3. Obviously set the cruise control for 55. Zach in lane 5's also got that zone cut in his pocket. And Lucian having a nice swim here too. Lucian could possibly crack that zone time. And oh yeah, good last 50, and Lucian will have it. This is going to be a big drop for Lucian Espinosa. Shawa in 2 minutes. Lucian 2:01.11. A 6-second drop for Lucian. And a zone cut. Congratulations. Heat 5. Swimming in lane 1, Joshua Mayer. Lane 2, Jaron Kahima. In 3, Nick Herner. Lane 4, our current state record holder, Elliot Leisure. Lane 5, also with his own cut, Micah DeBelts. Lane 6, Sam Nolte. Lane 7, Andres Sereno. And lane 8, Lucas Chual. Elliott, much like Marin Heitzman in the event before, only 13, bursts onto the 13-14 age group with a state record in the 2 fly and legs on a couple of state record relays for Rochester. He's got a year to train in the same age group as Kai Joyner. And those two have been a force. And Elliott just smooth and easy. Probably go about a 156. And as predicted, 156.47. Micah 20095. Going to have us a fun A final in the boys 13-14 200 fly tonight. Next up, girls 11 and 12, 50 back. He won. In lane 1, Helen Higginbotham. Lane 4, Alora Major. Lane 5, Sophia Kasimkani. In lane 6, Quinn Williamson. Sophia in lane 5. Swimming to qualify for the 50 back para final. And she is looking good. Lanes 3 and 6, Helen and Quinn come in with meter seat times. So no big surprise with those times. 37.2 for Elora and Sophia, 38.16. PR for Sophia. Heat 2. Lane 1, Miguel Galio. Lane 2, Addie Taylor. Lane 3, McKenna Goldsmith. In 4, Anna Yoder. Lane 5, Una Nelson. 6, Elena Mendoza. 7, Nicole Shurio. And lane 8, Lila Arlick. Heat 3 rather, Heat 3. Lane 1, Hadley Lidquist. Lane 2, Esme Hansen. Lane 3, Jibishana Gajanatharan. Lane 4, Elise Griebner. Lane 5, Riley Moreland. Lane 6, Micah Warren. Lane 7, Grace Cross. And lane 8, Dana Genero. Heat 4. In lane 1, Riley Sumstead. Lane 2, Annie Zeckmeister. 3, Lillian Carroll. In 4, Amelia Scott. Lane 5, Lauren Dockendorf. In lane 6, Vivian Peters. Lane 7, Lena Gronowski. And lane 8, Scarlett Rosen. Heat 5. In lane 1, Mia Priscala. Lane 2, Bryn Palmer. In 3, Ellie Hendel. Lane 4, Paige Turnbow. Lane 5, Brennan Masters. Lane 6, Harper Vestrom. In 7, Natalie Murphy. And in lane 8, Emma Boatman. Heat 6. Lane 1, Gracelyn Betts. Lane 2, Emery Phillips. Lane 3, Lucy Decker. 4, Macy Severud. 5, Maddie Kissinger. 6, Olivia Zhu. 7, Lila Schultz. And lane 8, Adelaide Wolf. And Macy, 27.64. Nice swim. PR by a half a second. Heat 7. Lane 1, Kate Rivers. Lane 2, Lauren Barrett. Lane 3, Josie Solt. In 4, Lilia Helmrich. 5, Mary Bow. 6, Morgan Rutherford. 7, Adaisi Egbu. And 8, Alina Navidad. Here are the qualifiers for the boys 13-14, 2 fly. Second alternate, Nicholas Trujillo. First alternate, Max Mosier. Into the B final in 16th, Cooper Stout. 15, Sam Nolte. 14, Reese Beeble. 13, Lucas Wang. 12, Ben Barker. 11, Dan March. 10, Nicholas Tuel. 9, Zach Moore. Qualifying into the A final in 8th, Nick Herner. 7, Isaiah Jacob. 6, Kai Meta. 5th, Lucian Espinoza. 4, Michael DeBelts. 3rd, Alvin Yang. 2nd, Xiaowen Zhua. And our top qualifier with a time of 1:56.45, Elliot Leisure. The time is 11:09. This event will close at 11:39. We are ready now for the boys 11 and 12 50-yard backstroke. In lane 3, qualifying for the boys 11 and 12 para final, Connor Miller. Lane 4, John Gustafson. Lane 5, Bennett Oberg. And lane 6, Parker Stuckey. Heat 2. Swimming in lane 1, Griffin Scribner. Lane 2, Gabe Whiting. Lane 3, Tommy Rain. Lane 4, Rory Lee. Lane 5, Lucas Kerner. 6, Sam Gens. 7, Michael Ochoa. And 8, Abe Ruby. Heat 3. Lane 1, George Nielsen. Lane 2 is Eddie McGarvey. In 3, Robert Hageman. Lane 4, Riley Fry. Lane 5, Eli Fry. Lane 6, Connor Perfect. Leonard Sain 7, Miles Saint-Sauveur. And lane 8, Caden Thule. Heat 4. Lane 1, Trajan Oswald. Lane 2, William Jiang. Lane 3, Xander Urbanek. Lane 4, Max Nimmergut. Lane 5, Connor Zuli. Lane 6, Elias Kerner. Lane 7, CJ Scanlon. And lane 8, Keenan McKim. Heat 5. In lane 1, Sam Gores. Lane 2, Aiden Connolly. Lane 3, Richie Jonathan Bauer. Lane 4, Archer Hogus. 5, Maddox Friend. 6, Wyatt Malman. 7, Mason Kenyon Perry. And lane 8, Henry Kilalea. Heat 6. Lane 1, Jackson Ponson. Lane 2, Beckett Althwaite. Lane 3, Gavin Beaudry. Lane 4, Jace Hansen. Lane 5, Liam Whip. Lane 6, Leon Yuan. Lane 7, Camden Nelson. And lane 8, Oscar Peterson. Here are the qualifiers for the girls 11 and 12 50 back. Second alternate, Lila Schultz. First alternate, Bryn Palmer. Into the B final in 16th, Mia Perscala. 15, Harper Vestrom. 14, Helen Higginbotham. 13, Gracelyn Betts. 12, Adaisi Egbu. 11, Morgan Rutherford. 10, Lucy Decker. And 9, Olivia Shell. Qualifying into the A final, 8th, Brennan Masters. 7, Josie Solt. 6th, Maddie Kissinger. 5th, Ellie Endel. Fourth, Paige Turnbow. Third, Mary Bow. Second, Lilia Helmrich. And our top qualifier going at 27.64 is Macy Severud. Time is 11:17, and this event will close at 11:47. Ready now for the girls 13-14 50-yard backstroke. Heat 1. Lane 2, Delia Wagstaff. Lane 3, Elena Pontrelli. Lane 4, Olivia McClintock. 5, Aspen Schieffer. 6, Madison Carr. And 7, Megan Greenberg. Your attention, Flyers. Event 63, girls 13-14, 200 butterfly is closed with no scratches. And a pair of low 28s, Olivia and Aspen. Heat 2. Lane 2, Lillian Bistricki. 3, Chloe Michek. 4, Lottie Smith. 5, Olivia Dauman. 6, Audrey Crawford. And lane 7, Saldana Bacaldani. Heat 3. Lane 1, Riley Parizek. Riley is in lane 2. Lane 3, Mia Doolittle. Lane 4, Livy Solt. Lane 5, Emma Demlo. Lane 6, Ferris Martin. And lane 7, Kaylee Von Ruden. Here are the qualifiers for the boys 11 and 12, 50 back. Second alternate, Connor Prefect. We will likely have a swim-off needed for 16th place between Aiden Connolly and Leon Yuan of Minnetonka. Qualifying 15th, Mason Kenyon Perry. 14, William Xiang. 13, Oscar Peterson. 12, Xander Urbanik. 11, Wyatt Malbin. 10, Beckett Outwait. 9th, Richie Jonathan Bauer. Qualifying into the A final in 8th is Max Nimmergut. 7, Jackson Ponson. 6th, Connor Zuli. 5th, Gavin Beaudry. 4th, Liam Whip. 3rd, Maddox Friend. 2nd, Archer Haugus. And our top qualifier is Jace Hansen. The time is 11:21. We'll close this event at 11:51. Moving on now to the boys 13-14, 50 back. Lane 1, Dennis Demidoff. Lane 2, Alex McElwain. 3, Adrian Sanchez. 4, Brent Brassis. 5, Miles Westrom. 6, Hudson Zilke. 7, Luke Anderson. And 8, Brady Holmberg. Coaches, the reseeded 1650 heat sheets are in pink, and they are at the clerk table. 1650 reseeds rather, in pink at the clerk table. Heat 2. Lane 1, Yusuf Omar. Lane 2, Oliver Schueth. Lane 3, Bryson Hauges. Lane 4, Kipton Helmrich. Lane 5, Camden Rather. Lane 6, Jacob Pulaski. Lane 7, Tyler Krakauer. And lane 8, Andy Alaco. Heat 3. Lane 1, Cooper Stout. Lane 2, Harshu Raju. Lane 3, Jared Magnuson. In lane 4, Diedrich Walasek. Lane 5, Min Trong. 6, Grayson Liudal. 7, Garrett Jensen. And 8, Indigo Wilson. Here are the qualifiers for the girls 13, 14, 50 back. Second alternate, Sanaya Balsandani. First alternate, Delia Wagstaff. Into the B final and tied for 15th, Riley Parizek and Megan Greenberg. 14, Lillian Bistricki. 13, Madison Carr. 12, Olivia Dahman. 11, Audrey Crawford. 10, Lottie Smith. And lane in 9th, Chloe Michek, qualifying into the A final. In 8th, Emma Demlo. 7, Elena Pontrelli. 6th, Kaylee Renvruden. 5th, Aspen Schieffer. 4th, Livy Solt. 3rd, Olivia McClintock. 2nd, Mia Doolittle. And our top qualifier is Ferris Martin. The time is 11:25. This event will close at 11:55. As we now move on to the girls 11 and 12 100-yard freestyle. Lane 3, Leave Kirkvold. Lane 4, Alora Major. 5, Sophia Kasimkani. And lane 6, Michaela Goldsmith. Couple of long course beaters, seed times on the outside. They're going to be fast. Probably in that 102 range. 102.2 for Liv and 103.38 for McKenna. Lane 5, Sophia going for qualifying for the finals in the 100 para. And a PR by 3 seconds for Sophia. Great swim, Sophia. Heat 2. Lane 1, Grace Cross. Lane 2, Iona Skies. Lane 2, Ruby Dolan. In 3, Ruby Dolan. Lane 4, Adelaide Wolf. 5, Lucy Anstad. 6, Elena Liu. 7, Hadley Lindquist. And 8, Lila Arlick. Here are the qualifiers for the boys 13, 14, 50 back. Second alternate, Oliver Schueth. First alternate, Grayson Ludall. Into the B final, 16, Harshu Raju. 15, Adrian Sanchez. 14, Jared Magnuson. 13, Jacob Pulaski. 12, Alex McElwain. 11, Hudson Zilke. 10, Garrett Jensen. And 9, Miles Vestrom. Into the A final in 8th, Bryson Haugus. 7, Dennis Demidov. 6, Camden Rather. 5, Bradley Holmberg. 4, Ben Brassis. 3, Min Trong. 2nd, Kipton Helmert. And our top qualifier is Diedrich Walisak. It is 11:29. We will close this at 11:59. Heat 3. Lane 1, Jenny Elk. Lane 2, Mia Perscala. Lane 3, Anna Yoder. Lane 4, Caroline Chapin. Lane 5, Lena Gronowski. Lane 6, Alina Navidad. Lane 7, Adaisi Egbu. And lane 8, Lauren Barrett. Heat 4. Now into our circle seated heats. Lane 1, Mia Swelter. Lane 2, Emma Lane. Lane 3, Bryn Palmer. Lane 4, Greta Straka. Lane 5, Mary Bowe. Lane 6, Helen Higginbotham. Lane 7, Kendall Heller. And lane 8, Emma Ruan. Ripping it up in lane 6, Helen Higginbotham, 57.5. Almost 2-second PR.
Good job, Emma.
Now heat 5. In lane 5, Lila Schultz. There, heat 5, lane 1, Lila Schultz. Lane 2, Kate Mechdel. Lane 3, Estelle Bergs. Lane 4, Paige Turnbow. Lane 5, Lucy Decker. Lane 6, Harper Vestrom. Lane 7, Emery Phillips. And lane 8, Nicole Cherio. Lane 4, Paige, our number 2 seed. She has a zone cut already. And a 56.45, best time for Paige. Nice prelim swim. And now heat 6. Lane 1, Riley Sumstead. Lane 2, Olivia Gilles. Lane 3, Charlotte Ganser. In 4, Samantha Webster, our top seed. Lane 5, Gabrielle Tram. Lane 6, Ellie Hendel. Lane 7, Kylie Chua. And lane 8, Ruby Roich. Samantha and Gabrielle doing a little synchro in lanes 4 and 5. And what looks to be a very comfortable 56.51, a best time for Samantha Webster. Gabrielle, 57.6. Now we move on to the boys 11 and 12, 100-yard freestyle. Heat 1. In lane 1, Becca Douthwaite. Lane 2, Connor Miller. Lane 3, George Nielsen. Lane 4, Calvin Hansen. Lane 5, Lucas Kerner. Lane 6, Caden Thule. Lane 7, William Zhang. And lane 8, Henry Kilalea. Connor in lane 2, heavy schedule as Connor goes to qualify for the 100 free para final in the 11 and 12 boys age group. Also have a swim off in the boys 11 and 12 50 back that will occur after event 75. Heat 2. Lane 1, Miguel Ochoa. Lane 2, Rylan Salander. Lane 3, Liam Whip. Lane 4, Nico Sellinger. Lane 5, Jackson Mon. Lane 6, Robert Hageman. Lane 7, Aiden Connolly. And lane 8, Frank Singer. And the extra stroke for Nico cost him a chance at a 55. A nice swim and a PR.
Good job, Ryland.
Heat 3. Lane 1, Jackson Pulaski. Lane 2, Maddox Friend. In 3, Jack Carr. Lane 4, Ben Nowak. Lane 5, Griffin Scribner. Lane 6, Colin Siemens. Lane 7, Mark Peters. And lane 8, Sam Gens. Ben Nowak, our number 2 seed. Out in the 27. Could easily have a 56 something. And there's that 56.9 for Ben. Heat 4. Lane 1, Max Nemmergut. Lane 2, Oscar Peterson. 3, Xander Urbanek. 4, Archer Hauges. 5, Julian Stump. 6, Lucas Carr. In lane 7, Ben Renau. And 8, Gavin Beaudry. Here are the qualifiers for the girls 11 and 12 100-yard freestyle. Second alternate, Heller Kendall. Kendall Heller. First alternate, Emma Lane, into the B final. In 16th, Emma Rowan. 15, Olivia Joe. Tied for 13th, Greta Straka and Kate Mechdel. 12th, Bryn Palmer. 11, Kylie Chua. 10, Harper Vestrom. And 9, Mia Priscala. Qualifying into the A final. In 8th, Mia Swelter. 7, Anna Yoder. 6, Ruby Reutsch. 5th, Lucy Decker. 4th, Estelle Bergs. 3rd, Helen Higginbotham. 2nd, Samantha Webster. And our top qualifier is Paige Turnbow. The time is 11:40. We will close this event at 12:20. Girls 13, 1400 free, Heat 1. Butterflyers, the girls 13-14, 200 fly is closed with 0 scratches. Event 64. Girls 13-14, 200 fly closed with no scratches. Swimming in the girls 13, 1400 free. Heat 1, lane 2, Ruby Call. Lane 3, Ileana Berg. Lane 4, Avery Jelinek. Lane 5, Sabrina Strassa. Lane 6, Soph Berg. Lane 7, Evelyn Rundquist. A nice big time drop for Ruby. Heat 2. In lane 1, Aria Armstrong. Lane 2, Grace Pay. Lane 3, Bridget Tracy. Lane 4, Britton Hoffman. Lane 5, Lillian Bistricki. Lane 6, Adris Salander. Lane 7, Ruby Pasosa. And lane 8, Aylin Agazi Glaze. And Adri Salander, 55-2, 55-8 for Aria Armstrong. Little outside smoke in lane 1. Heat 3. Lane 1 is Claire Gillard. Lane 2, Isabel Lane. In 3, Audrey Crawford. Lane 4, Vivian Schott. Lane 5, Kaya Casey. In lane 6, Olivia McClintock. 7, Lily Peterson. And in lane 8, Julia Rudebush. And this heat got fast. The first of our circle seated heats. Vivian, 54-2. Heat 4. In lane 1, Maddie Mathiasen. Lane 2, Kaylee Van Ruden. Lane 3, Gabby Pearson. Lane 4, Livy Solt. In lane 5, Bella Johnson. Lane 6, Iris Pavolny. Lane 7, Molly Mahoney. And lane 8, Addie Miller. The second of our circle seated heats. $53.26 for Livy Solt. Nice second 50, Livy. Now heat 5. In lane 1, Elena Pontrelli. Lane 2, Kara Gorzek. Lane 3, Findlay Zothman. Lane 4, Marion Colwaite. Lane 5, Bree Harvey. Lane 6, Megan Greenberg. Lane 7, Isla Egbers. And lane 8, Sofia Kurkowski Gonzalez. Here are the qualifiers for the boys 11 and 1200 free. Second alternate, Aiden Connolly. First alternate, Max Nemergat. Into the B final in 16th, Maddox Friend. 15, Jackson Mon. 14, Robert Hageman. 13, Griffin Scribner. 12, Jack Carr. 11, Rylan Salander. 10, Lucas Carr. 9th, Gavin Beaudry. Into the A final. 8th, Oscar Peterson. 7th, Julian Stump. 6th, Colin Siemens. 5th, Liam Whip. 4th, Ben Nowak. 3rd, Xander Urbanik. 2nd, Nico Sellinger. And our top qualifier is Archer Haugas. Time is 11:47. We'll close this event at 12:27. And we move on now to the boys 13-14, 100-yard freestyle. Heat 1. Lane 2, Misha Demidov. Lane 3, Luca Arcilla. Lane 4, Bradley Holmberg. 5, Roy Hibscher. 6, Jack Buchelman. Backstrokers, the girls 11 and 12, 50 back. Event 65 is closed with no scratches. Heat 2. In lane 1, Logan Wolf. Lane 2, Henrik Peterson. Lane 3, Alex McElwain. In lane 4, Reese Biebel. Lane 5, Avery Lerch. Lane 6, Luke Mitchell. 7, Harshu Raju. And lane 8, Logan McCauley. And a 51-1-3 for Alex, 51-1-9 for Harshu. We're not even in the circle seeds yet and seeing 51s. Heat 3. Now we're in the circle seeds. Lane 1, Dennis Demidov. Lane 2, Beckett Nelson. Lane 3, Drew Rell. Lane 4, Bennett Kirkeberg. Lane 5, Camden Rather. Lane 6, Miles Vestrom. Lane 7, Grayson Liudal. Lane 8, Henry Schultz. Nice little race between our three swimmers who already have their zone cuts. Drew in 3, Bennett in 4, Camden in 5.
Woo, buddy!
Bennett, our number 3 seed, looks like he's going to drag Camden along with him. 49 flat and a 49-1. Nice time, PR for Camden and a PR for Drew. Heat 4. Lane 1, Jared Magnuson. Lane 2, Zane Lester. Lane 3, Bryson Haugas. 4, Diedrich Walasek. 5, Kipton Helmrich. 6, Ben Brassis. In lane 7, Will Zellen. And lane 8, Adrian Sanchez. Event 66, the boys 11 and 12, 50 back, closed with no scratches. In heat 4, Dietrich 48.5, Kipton 49.05, PR City. Now heat 5. In lane 1, Max Coxon. Lane 2, Bennett Rutramel. Lane 3, Zach Moore. Lane 4, Kai Joyner. 5, Cole Udall. 6, Micah DeBelts. 7, Timmy Riolo. And 8, Will Foster. Here are the qualifiers for the girls 13-14, 100 free. Second alternate, Julia Rudebush. First alternate, Kaylee Von Ruden. Qualifying into the B final in 16th, Bella Johnson. 15, Olivia McClintock. 14, Megan Greenberg. 13, Molly Mahoney. 12, Kara Gorzek. 11, Adri Salander. 10, Isla Egbers. And 9, Audrey Crawford. Into the B final. In 8th, Isabel Lane. 7, Kaya Casey. 6, Claire Kilgard. 5, Finley Zothman. 4, Vivian Schott. 3rd, Bree Harvey. 2nd, Livy Solt. And our top qualifier is Marion Colwait. Time is 11:54, and we will close this event at 12:24. And we move on now to the girls 11 and 12 200-yard breaststroke time final. Attention, we have another closure. Event 67, girls 13-14, 50 back, is closed with no scratches. Heat 1. In lane 1, our para swimmer, also a heavy schedule here, is Sophia Kasimkani. Lane 2, Lucy Anstadt. Lane 3, Harper Totman. Lane 4, Lola McDonald. Lane 5, Jane Brinkman. Lane 6, Addie Blueston. And lane 7, Madeline Berg. Here are the qualifiers for the boys 13-14. 100 freestyle. Second alternate, Dennis Demidoff. First alternate, Grayson Ludall. Into the B final tonight, 16, Brady Holberg. 15, Miles Vestrom. 14, Harshu Raju. 13, Alex McElwain. 12, Zane Lester. 11, Bryson Haugas. 10th, Micah DeBelts. 9, Cole Ludall. Into the A final, qualifying in 8th, Zach Moore. 7th, Bennett Rotramel. 6th, Drew Rell. 5th, Camden Rather. 4th, Kipton Helmrich. 3rd, Bennett Krukeberg. 2nd, Dietrich Walasek. And our top qualifier, swimming a 48.38 this morning from Rochester, Kai Joyner. Time is 11:57. We'll close this event at 12:27. And we have another closure. The boys 13-14, 50 back is closed with no scratches. 247 for Lolo. And that's in a PR. Heat 2. In lane 1, Lillian Carroll. Lane 2, Amelia Kester. Lane 3, Olivia Willenbring. In lane 4, Avery Bowman. Lane 5, Elizabeth McDaniel. Lane 6, Lena Gronowski. Lane 7, Ari Zach. And lane 8, Emmy Dallin. And remember, folks, in the 11-12 age group, these 200s are time final. So the final heat will be swimming with the finals tonight, our top seeded heat, that is. So we have one more heat, and then we go on to the boys 11 and 12. Ari Zach in lane 7 is our leader. She looks like she's well on her way to a PR. And there it is, a 2:45.7. Nice time drop. A 7-second drop for Ari.
Nice job, Ari!
And now heat 3. Swimming in lane 1 is Quinn Williamson. Lane 2, Ginny Elg. In 3, Megan Hummy. Lane 4, Willa Mosier. Lane 5, Maya Pay. Lane 6, Brennan Masters. Lane 7, Hazley Johnson. And in lane 8, Genevieve McLaughlin. Remember, time finals, so no circle seeding. Our final heat is going tonight. That's our top 8 seed times swimming tonight. And a 50 to go. Both Willa and Maya looking at a low 240 something. That would be PRs for both girls. And Willa 240.6 for best time by 4 seconds. Same for Maya, 4-second drop. Our next event, the boys 11 and 12, 200-yard breaststroke. Heat 1. Lane 2 rather is Caleb Christensen. Lane 3, Luke Bell. Lane 4, Teo Taro. Lane 5, Milo Theden. And lane 6, Bennett Oberg. Milo with a 50 to go. On track for right around a 250. His seed time at 2:57.7. And a 250.16 for Milo. 7.5 second time drop. Heat 2. In lane 1, Oliver Sapicki. Lane 2, Kenan McKim. In 3, Armin Stengelmeyer. 4, Ian Rafe. Lane 5, Lars Holchenbruns. Lane 6, Charlie Heidergen. Lane 7, Harrison Rivers. Lane 8, Brandon Armstrong. And Armin Stengelmeyer. A nice time drop. PR for Lars. PR for Charlie. Heat 3. Lane 1, Trajan Oswald. Lane 2, Wyatt Malman. Lane 4, Lucas Kerner. Lane 5, Jakey Fiegenschau. Lane 6, Austin Moreau. Lane 7, Daniel Lau. And lane 8, Samuel Ritt. Heat 4. Lane 1, AJ Enger. Lane 2, George Denson. Lane 3, Emerson Lanza. Lane 4, Leon Yuan. Lane 5, Crosby Simonson. Lane 6, Logan Eisenbrun. Lane 7, Lucas Carr. And lane 8, Jacob Yarger. And Emerson. Another big time drop for Emerson. He's had a nice weekend. 240.7. And now we move on to the girls 13-14. 200 breaststroke prelims. He won. Lane 1, Madeline Keller. Lane 2, Evelyn Lundquist. Lane 3, Anna Milso. Lane 4, Taylor Hanisch. Lane 5, Riley Bloom. Lane 6, Nora Behrens. Lane 7, Britta Bandelin. And lane 8, Grace Sally. And a 239 and a low 240 for Nora and Riley. Heat 2. In lane 1, Constance Reisner. Lane 2, Haley Brockman. In lane 3, Sophie Katz. Lane 4, number 3 seed, Miranda Francoise. Lane 5, Ellie Katz. Lane 6, Aspen Schiefer. Lane 7, Eliana Gorski. And lane 8, Maddie Ivory. We have an event closure in the 100 free. Event 69, girls 11 and 12. 100 freestyle closed with no scratches. And Miranda, 224.7. Second in the heat is Aspen, 228. Nice 5-second drop for Aspen. Heat 3. In lane 1, Lainey Helger. Lane 2, Kira Bell. 3, Annabelle Ton. In 4, number 2 seed, Claire Christensen. Lane 5, Sydney Edwards. In 6, Lilu Thompson. Lane 7, Charlotte McIntyre. And lane 8, Charlie Thompson. Quick housekeeping detail. Remember that we will have a swim off in the boys 11 and 12 50 backstroke following heat 4 of this event. And Claire, 224. Anything under 230 is a zone cut. Heat 4. Lane 1, Isla Severson. Lane 2, Kaya Casey. Lane 3, Avery Obelman. Lane 4, Maddie Mathewson. Lane 5, Chandler Offerman. Lane 6, Lydia Hidukovich. Lane 7, Liz Gabler. And lane 8, Clara Kozlowitz. Maddie out in a 109. And Maddie in at a 226.2. And that will comfortably put her close to her teammate Claire in the A final. Next up, we have the boys 11 and 12 50-yard backstroke swim off. He won. There's Aiden in lane 4, Leon in lane 5. And Aiden will move on. Our next event is the boys 13-14 200-yard breaststroke. Heat 1. In lane 3, Morgan Sims. Lane 4. Swimming to qualify for the boys 13-14 200 breaststroke para final from Edina, Andy Alaco. And in lane 5 is Jack McCool. That's all right. The closure, event 70, boys 11 and 12, 100 freestyle, closed with no scratches. Also, event 71, girls 13-14, 100 free, closed with no scratches. And just when you thought it was safe, event 72, the boys 13-14, 100-yard freestyle, is closed with one scratch. (22.4) for Morgan. It's a nice time drop. Comes in with a meter seed time just under 3 minutes. And there's Andy with a big time drop. 8-second PR for Andy as he punches his ticket to the 200 breaststroke para final. Heat 2. In lane 2, Color in the lap sleeve. Lane 3, Harrison Taylor. In 4, Lucas Ma. Lane 5, Liam Peterson. In 6, Luke Mitchell. Lane 7, Avery Tran. Here are the qualifiers for event 75. The girls 13-14 200 breaststroke. Second alternate, Lilu Thompson. First alternate, Haley Brockman. Qualifying into the B final in 16th, Lydia Hadukovic. 15, Liz Gabler. 14, Eliana Gorski. 13, Ellie Katz. 12, Kira Bell. 11, Avery Oberman. 10, Chandler Offerman. 9th, Isla Severson. Into the A final tonight. In 8th, Annabelle Ton. 7th, Kaya Casey. 6th, Sophie Katz. 5th, Aspen Schieffer. 4th, Sydney Edwards. 3rd, Maddie Mathiasen. 2nd, Miranda Francois. And our top qualifier with a prelim time of 2:24.19 from St. Croix, Claire Christensen. Time is 12:38. We will close this event at 1:08. And a milestone swim for Liam under 2:30. The first time for him. PR City for Harrison as well. Heat 3. In lane 1, in the first of our circle-seated heats, is Luke Anderson. Lane 3, Owen Smith. Lane 4, Hudson Brennan. Lane 5, Alvin Yang. In 6, Asa Wilson. Lane 7, Luca Arcilla. And lane 8, Andrew Deeb. Hudson out in a 1:04. He is on pace to destroy his seed time of a 2:16. Probably doesn't have to swim this hard in the prelims. He and Alvin are going to push each other, probably well under that zone cut. Oh, yeah. On their way to a 2:16 mid, maybe. And a 2:17 for Alvin. That's a zone cut for Alvin. Congratulations. 2:18 for Hudson. Comfortably into the A final in all likelihood. Heat 4. In lane 1, Cohen Jolstad. Lane 2, Dan March. Lane 3, Nolan Karki. In lane 4, Jawen Zhua. Lane 5, Avery Lerch. Lane 6, Owen Reese. Lane 7, Jaron Kahima. Lane 8, Nikita Grinberg. A reminder, coaches and milers, about the switch in the order of the 1650. We'll be starting with the 11 and 12s, not the 13 14s. And of course, we are swimming fastest to slowest. A nice 219, nice comfortable 219 for Xiaowen. Heat 5. In lane 1, Jacob Fleedham. Lane 2, Oliver Fauci. Lane 3, Min Trong. Lane 4 is our top seed, Parker Miller. Lane 5, Jasper Barone. Lane 6, Alexander Sklizacek. Lane 7, Liam Olson. And lane 8, Drew Rowe. Looking ahead, after this heat of the 200 breaststroke, we go to the 200-yard freestyle relay. And as before, our 2 fastest seeded heats will swim in the finals. And then we go to the 1650s. Once again, the miles will begin with the 11 and 12 girls. And we will be swimming the miles in 2 pools. So plan your cool down for the diving well and plan accordingly. The girls will be swimming in the scoreboard pool. The boys will be swimming in the diving well end pool. And here's Parker, 2:10.6, almost a PR with what looked to be a very comfortable morning swim. And we do have a built-in 5-minute break. So 5 minutes, swimmers, and we'll resume with the relay somewhere in the neighborhood of 12:52 or 3. Here are the qualifiers for the boys 13-14 200 breaststroke. Our second alternate is Drew Rell. First alternate, Luke Anderson. Into the B final tonight. 16, Jaron Kahima. 15, Oliver Fauci. 14, Owen Reese. 13, Dan March. 12, Morgan Sims. 11, Owen Smith. 10th, Asa Wilson. And 9, Nolan Karki. Into the A final, Ian 8th, Alexander Sklizacek. 7, Avery Larch. 6, Jawan Shua. 5th, Min Trong. 4th, Hudson Brennan. 3rd, Jasper Barone. 2nd, Alvin Yang. And our top qualifier with a time of 2:10.60 from St. Croix, Parker Miller. Time is 12:52. And we will close this event at 1:22. Our next event is the girls 11 and 12 200-yard freestyle relay time final, heats 1 through 3. Heat 1. In lane 3 is High Tides with Molly, London, Bailey, and Kendall. Lane 4, Granite City with Dania, Emerson, Elsie, and Harper. In lane 5, Central Minnesota with Liliana, Olivia, Emma, and Felicity. Swimmers, remember to exit the pool promptly so you don't trigger the pad and screw up your teammates' splits. And Central Minnesota front end loaded their relay. Here comes Granite City and Central Minnesota. 208.14 to 208.7 for Central, and High Tides 210. Now Heat 2. In lane 1 is Tuna A with Veda, Grace, Ileana, and Grace. Lane 3, Wright County A with Hadley, Madonna, Paige, and Estelle. Lane 4, Hurricanes A with Cora, Mira, Ava, and Maya. Lane 5, Sam's B with Adeline, Siobhan, Aubrey, and Amelia. Lane 6, Northfield A with Graceland, Laurel, Sloan, and Anita. Lane 7, Red Wing A with Vivi, Kinsey, Hazel, and Ainsley. And sub 2 minutes for Sems B. Now heat 3. In lane 1, Rochester B with Addie, Lyric, Corinna, and Hadley. Lane 2, Great Wolf B with Taylor, Allie, Ellery, and Emma. Lane 3, North Suburban A with Elizabeth, Isabella, Dorianne, and Harper. Lane 4, Blackline A with Ella, Mia, Morgan, and Kate. Lane 5, Sea Devils A with Riley, Natalie, Tenley, and Anna. Lane 6, Monticello A with Mia, Madison, Jersey, and Harper. Lane 7 is Mako A with Ellie, Lila, Dana, and Quinn. And lane 8, West Express A with Cora, Harper, Emmy, and Riley. And remember, time finals. So times posted in this heat can score, and relays score to 16 places. Anna Yoder, 26-2 anchor leg, and a sub 150 for the Sea Devils. And that is faster than all but 6 of the teams seated ahead of them. Ready now for the boys 11 and 12, 200 free relay. Heat 1. Lane 2, Granite City with Charlie, Easton, Caleb, and John. Lane 3, Velocity Aquatics with Jacob, Joey, Tristan, and Ethan. Lane 4, Barracuda with Calvin, Luke, Eli, and Caden. Lane 5 is Red Wing with Jackson, Chase, Norris, and Charles. Lane 6, High Tides with Bennett, Cameron, Walker, and Jacob. Lane 7 is the Min Flyers with Eric, Kaz, Elijah, and Neil. And a big lead for Red Wing. And for the Purple Caps, a nice 2:01.22. 4.5 seconds better than their seed time. Heat 2. In lane 1, St. Croix B with Jimmy, Connor, Josh, and William. Lane 2, Central Minnesota A with Miles, Beckett, Shalif, and George. In lane 3, Fox Jets B with Riley, Reagan, Leo, and Eli. Lane 4, Storm with Rylan, Jace, Sam, and Kellen. Lane 5, Tuna with Ian, CJ, Lucas, and Sam. Lane 6, West Express B with Austin, Adam, Crosby, and Camden. Lane 7, Great Wolf A with Nicholas, Mason, Ben, and Rowan. And in lane 8, Hastings A with Jackson, Brady, Hank, and George. And it is Storm in the lead. Storm with a chance to post a time that will sneak into the scoring list. And a 152.3. And now the girls 13-14 200 free relay. Time final. Heat 1. In lane 2 is Hastings A with Grace, Lily, Jenna, and Evelyn. Lane 3, Great Wolf B with Haley, Brooke, Brooklyn, and Adriana. Lane 4, the Minnesota Flyers A with Evie, Hannah, Sophie, and Bristow. Lane 5 is Blackline A with Mia, Isla, Laurel, and Sophia. Lane 6, Central Minnesota A with Zoe, Maya, Caitlin, and Claire. And the Minnesota Flyers, a 147. Heat 2. In lane 1, Hurricanes B with Brecklin, Eliza, Josie, and Emma. Lane 2, Rochester B with Madeline, Harper, Kayla, and Annabelle. Lane 3 is Tuna A with Maddie, Olivia, Ellie, and Sabrina. Lane 4 is Storm B with Jillian, Avery, Lily, and Lauren. Lane 5, Fox Jets A with Sabrina, Sophie, Eva, and Lottie. 6, Mako A, Bella, Sophie, Emma, and AJ. Lane 7 is the Sea Devils A team with Gabby, Harper, Callie, and Cora. And in lane 8 is Monticello A with Danny, Morgan, Alyssa, and Kendall. We have an event closure, event 75. Girls 13-14, 200 breaststroke is closed with no scratches. And Mako drops anchor with AJ Harker. But turning right with Mako is Storm. Anchoring with Lauren Colbert. Now event 80, the boys 13-14, 200-yard freestyle relay. Time final. Heat 1. In lane 3, the Min Flyers A with Liam, Max, Asher, and Cooper. Lane 4, Monticello A with Logan, Carter, Eli, and Parker. Lane 5, Black Dog A with Dan, Martin, Roshan, and Owen. And Monticello with a big lead. They could stop at the bulkhead for room service and still probably win the heat. And a nice 141.36. Heat 2. Lane 1 is the Storm B team of CJ, Wyatt, Carter, and Indigo. Lane 2, West Express B with Lucas, Austin, Cullen, and Eli. Lane 3, Tuna A with Jack, Brooks, Evan, and Zane. Lane 4, Hurricanes A with Max, Luca, Cohen, and Hudson. Lane 5, Sea Devils A with Diedrich, Brody, Ryan, and Bradley. Lane 6, Fox Jets A with Garrett, Alex, Brent, and Cooper. Lane 7, Hastings A with Ben, Oscar, Tyler, and Jaron. Lane 8, Riptide B with Charming, Jack, Hunter, and Nikita. And Sea Devils. Nice 136-7, 137-2 for the Hurricanes.
Good splits, boys. Good race.
Your attention, swimmers and coaches, especially those of you in the scoreboard pool. The scoreboard pool is now closed as we set up for the girls' heats of the 1650. Scoreboard pool is now closed, and meet management will set up for the 1650. Swimmers, maybe you didn't get the memo, especially you that just jumped in. That pool is closed. Scoreboard pool is closed. Thank you.
I loved it, boys. Good job.
Okay, swimmers, we're going to open, because the pool is set up, we'll open the competition pool for about 10 minutes so you can have a little warm-up before we start at 1:30. So competition pool is open, diving well is open, but let's close the west pool to allow the meet staff to set up for competition in the west pool. If you want to warm up, you can do it in the diving well or the competition pool for about 10 minutes in the competition pool.